Cozy season is here, and of course, that means that I am bringing you all things cozy from Walmart. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Oralia, and yes, I'm so very excited because I have got all kinds of cozy picks from you from Walmart. I'm very, very excited to share the things that I brought in from Walmart because wow, I'm just like so impressed. Make sure to hang on to the very end because I also have got a couple of home things from Walmart for the holidays. Walmart has started putting out their holiday things and I just couldn't resist because they're that good. Just a quick moment to talk about the pieces that I am wearing. The cardigan is time and true. It's from Walmart. It's going to be featured in this video. The earrings are from Quince. The liner is actually this product here. It is by Slouchy Beauty. It is a lip liner stain. I've been wanting to try this for a long time and I finally tried it. And I have it in a deep plummy color. So I pulled in a lipstick. It's an older lipstick from Bite Beauty. I don't even know if they're in existence anymore. I think they are, but only for custom colors. But anyway, I really wanted to try this lip stain and it's really kind of cool. If you watch my vlog, I'll give you a demonstration on how I use it. And that vlog will be out on Sunday. Also, I have on my lips, I've got the e.l.f. lip oil in like this golden color. It's like, it's clear, but it's got some gold glitters in it. Really pretty. It smells kind of minty. Doesn't have a cooling sensation or anything. It just has the scent of mint. Really interesting little lip combo I have today. My lips are much deeper than I normally wear, but I was like, sure, why not? Okay, so anyway, that's what I am wearing in case you are interested. All right, so let's go ahead and let's dive in. The first piece that I have for you is this free assembly cropped cable cardigan. I have it in a size extra large. I brought it in the color cream. There are 3 other colors available. The cost is $26. It is made of 85% polyester, 10% nylon, and 5% wool. Now this is a really beautiful sweater. It's got a really plush kind of fuzzy feel. I do think that it will likely shed, so be aware of that if you're wearing it with anything black that might be corduroy or velvet because it might stick to that. It's got a really nice fluffiness to it that I think is really pretty. I like the cable knit. I also love the fact that it has got rhinestone flower buttons on it. So we're already dipping our toe into holiday attire. I did not realize that it had gemstone buttons when I ordered it. It wasn't until it came in that I saw that and I was like, oh, that's pretty. We are already starting with holiday stuff, but it is a really beautiful piece, very subtle. The one thing that I will say is that if you have sensitivities to fiber content, then I would definitely wear something underneath this because it was getting a little bit itchy towards the end and I don't have, well, I've got a moderate tolerance to itchy fabrics. And so, yeah, you have to be aware of that. But it is a really beautiful cardigan. Definitely one that's going to be versatile throughout the season. You can wear it at holiday functions, very casual holiday functions, unless you paired it with like a sequin skirt or something like that, then you could really zhuzh it up. It is going to be really beautiful throughout the season, especially for holiday, even before holiday. Who cares? I mean, you've got a little bit of bling on your buttons. It's okay. It's a really pretty piece that is going to be very versatile, I think. They've got it in black. They have it in white. I think they have it in a red, like a true red, which is actually quite pretty and definitely very festive. So yeah, if you're interested in picking up something that has a little bit of a festive flair, then this cardigan is the one for you. Everything that you see here is going to be linked through YouTube Shopping. So as I'm talking about each item, you will see it pop up here, right here in the corner. You can either shop when I'm talking about the piece. You click on that, it's going to open up another window, or if you open up the description box, then you can shop that way. You'll see everything there. Additionally, if you're on a TV, if you use your remote to click on view products, which I believe is going to be right here on the screen, it's going to open up a QR code for you to use on your phone. Grab your phone, open up your camera, point it at the QR code. You'll be given a little link at the very bottom. Make sure to click on that link. It's going to take you to the product page that's going to have all of these pieces from Walmart. So Lots of different ways for you to access everything that you see here. And I am just so very excited because we've got a lot of really nice things. The second piece that I have for you today is this Time and True Faux Suede Button Front Jacket. I have it in a size extra large. The color that I brought in was black. There is another color available. It's kind of like this beigey kind of creamy color. The cost is $29.98. The composition is 94% polyester, 6% spandex. This piece is really beautiful. I love the fact that we have faux suede, and it is a really nice faux suede. It is one that has a really nice hand feel to it. And if you're someone like me who lives in the Pacific Northwest, and you have to be very, very careful with suede here because it rains. It's not even just like rain. It could be a mist. Dampness is a way of life here, and suede can be a little problematic. So faux suede makes a lot of sense for someone like me if you live in this type of climate. It is very lightweight. It has a really nice feel. I really like the jacket. The jacket has got construction that is a little bit generous in size. I could wear a chunky sweater underneath this jacket and still be comfortable. It is a bit more casual. It's not like a blazer or anything like that. It reminds me more of like a utility jacket, but in this really, really lovely faux suede. It's got buttons on the cuffs. It has a really nice collar. It's got deep pockets. It is a little bit on the crop side, meaning that it doesn't go long. It actually comes to right above the hip or right at the hip bone, which is a perfect length if you are petite or short like I am. I really, really like that length, and I really like the quality of this jacket. It is such a well-made piece, and definitely one that I can see wearing a lot of different ways for a lot of different situations. It's going to keep you nominally warm. I mean, it's not like real suede, so it doesn't have as much of that warmth factor, but because it is a little bit more generous in size, you could definitely wear some bulkier layers underneath it and still be okay at the size that you are. I like that about the jacket. I really am impressed by this jacket, so much so that I'm considering hanging on to it. I don't have anything like this, and again, like I said, in a wet climate like mine, it makes sense to have something in faux suede so that way I don't have to be so precious with my suede pieces. Now I am wearing it with a striped cashmere t-shirt from Quince. I'm also wearing it with a pair of barrel leg jeans from J. Crew Factory that I recently picked up and I absolutely love. And then a pair of blue velvet Mary Jane ballet flats, which also I really surprisingly like a lot, especially with the jeans. This lends itself to a more casual kind of vibe. That's likely how I would style it. It's one that if you are in the market for something like this, then I would say go for it because it's a really great price. It's got a really lovely feel to it and a look to it, and it's very, very nice. The third piece that I've brought in is the coordinating piece to that jacket. It is this Time and True Faux Suede midi skirt. I have it in a size 18. The color is black, and then we also have got this skirt available in that light creamy beige color. The cost is $19.98. Now, this skirt fits a little small in the waist, and it was a little bit tight over my lower belly. However, it does have some stretch to it because it is the same composition as the jacket. It is 94% polyester and 6% spandex. It has got a bias cut to the faux suede fabric, and it does have a seam that goes along the bias. It's got a snap closure, like a little snap hook and eye closure, and it's got a zipper. No pockets, no elastic on the waist, but the skirt itself does have a little bit of stretch due to the spandex. I was really, really impressed by this skirt, more so than by the jacket. I love the cut of the skirt. This skirt is so, so pretty. It is well cut, well made. It floats beautifully. It feels really good. And again, if you're in a climate or if you just don't want to be so precious with suede, then this option is a great option for you. Also, if you are vegan, this is another great option for you to get that suede look and feel without actually having to wear suede. I can see styling this a lot of different ways. I'm wearing it again with the striped t-shirt from Quince, and this time around I have got a pair of cap toe kitten heel mules in a faux suede. And I really, really like this skirt. I like the skirt more than the jacket, if I have to be honest with you, but they're both really, really good. You would be able to style either of these pieces, whether you style them together or you style them separately. You're going to get a lot of mileage out of these pieces, I think. They're, like I said, very well constructed. The fabric is good. You would be able to hang on to these for a while and wear them and style them in a lot of different ways. Both of them are in a very classic, non-trendy kind of cut. You know, one is like almost like a utility jacket. The other is just a really beautiful A-line skirt. I'm not mad at the fact that it fits a little tight because I am on a weight loss journey, so I will eventually fit into this a little bit better around the waist. I wouldn't say that it was uncomfortable, but it was definitely a little bit tight around the waist. So just bear that in mind, that it does run a little small. And I do apologize that my sizing is a little off because I am losing weight. And so I'm not 100% sure what size I am. I have things in here that are an 18, a 16, a large, an extra large. I mean, they're just all over the place. But I will say that I do feel that it does run a little bit small. So be aware of that. Otherwise, beautiful, beautiful skirt. Highly recommend if this is something that you are looking for. The next piece that I have is this scoop slouchy barrel trousers. I have the pants in a size 16. The color black because that is the only color that's available. The cost was $28. The fabric composition is considered a stretch crepe. So it is 68% polyester, 28% rayon, and 4% spandex. These trousers really, really, really throw me back to the 90s. That's what they remind me of. We used to wear pants like this back in the 90s with like the little bolero jackets. You remember those with the big shoulder pads? So they're leaning very 90s. However, I think the length is really good. I didn't note the inseam length. I think the inseam length was like 28 inches, maybe 27 inches. I'm around 25 to 26 inch inseam, and so they're slightly long, but with a heel, I can mitigate that. I do like them. I think that they are actually quite nice. They have got a really comfortable waistband. By the way, they have got an adjustable waistband, so if you are on a weight loss journey and you want to get a pair of pants that's going to give you a little bit of extra mileage while you're losing weight, this particular pair of pants is a good idea because you do have the buttons on there where you can cinch in the waist if you want to, but there is a significant amount of volume in the leg. So just be aware that these are a true blue barrel shape. They really do have an exaggerated rounded shape to them. So much so that if you run your hands along the side, you can tell that there's like some stitching and some gathering of fabric where, you know, they really are shooting for that exaggerated barrel shape. So if you're turned off by that, then these pants are definitely not by you. If you want to relive your 90s heyday, then I think that these pants are a great modern take on that. They're nice. They are very nice, but they're just a little bit too barrel for my taste. But hey, if you enjoy that shape, if you want to push yourself a little bit outside of your style box, then I would say go for it. I think that these are a lot of fun, especially if you own the look, you know. Yeah, I wouldn't discourage you from trying these if you want to. They're actually fun. They're a fun pair of pants. They're going to be fun to style for you, I think. The next piece that I have is this free assembly stitch pleated maxi denim skirt. I have it in a size 18 in the straight sizes because this one has got the straight sizing and the plus sizing. So it's like a 16, 16 plus, 18, 18 plus, 20, 20 plus, and so on and so forth. So I picked the 18 straight. The color that it came in is indigo. That's the only color that is available. And the cost is $29. The fabric composition is 99% cotton and 1% spandex. This skirt is really pretty, and I do apologize that it is wrinkled because I got it as I was shooting the try-on portion of today's video. I got it and I wanted to go ahead and show it to you guys. I didn't have time to take a break and steam it out. I do apologize, but that all aside, it is a very beautiful skirt. If you missed out on the one that came out earlier this season that had a bit of a drawstring, this one is a good alternative. However, what I will say is that it is not an elastic pull-on type skirt. It does have a zipper and a button closure. It has no stretch in the waistband. It does not have pockets, and understandably so, because with that pleating, the pockets would disrupt the line of the skirt, because it is very fitted around the belly area, and then it flares out into a maxi skirt. It is actually quite pretty. It is going to be a really nice piece for the winter, especially given that it is, you know, it is pretty much denim, even though I wouldn't classify it as a hard denim. It's almost hard denim. It is definitely a little bit stiffer than some other denim skirts that you might find at Walmart. And I really appreciate the design of the piece because it just looks very high fashion to me. That's what it reminds me of. It's quite unique because it's got that pleat seaming on it. It's pretty. It is very pretty. And being 5 feet tall, it does hit me as a true maxi skirt. If you're any taller, I would say like 5'5" on up, it's going to hit you either at ankle or just below mid calf, which is quite flattering, especially with a pair of boots. With the length of this particular skirt on me being 5 feet tall, I would be able to wear short boots with these. I wouldn't have to wear a tall boot with them, with this skirt. I would say give it a shot if you like it. It is going out of stock. I know that some sizes were unavailable for me. However, check your area because Walmart does do regional supply chain, so it may be available in your area. It's going to be a really great piece to add to your wardrobe, I think. The next piece that I have for you is the Time and True velvet wide leg pant. I have these in a size 16. They have a 32-inch inseam. The color that I selected was burgundy wine. There are 6 other colors available. Some of them sizing is kind of iffy, but there are 6 other colors available. The cost is $26.98. The pant is made of 98% cotton and 2% spandex. This looked a lot more red online than it is in real life. It is very purple leaning. It looks to me more like a plum than it does a burgundy. I'm not necessarily mad at it. I think that that's okay. The pant on me fit me just a smidge tight. Again, I am between sizes, so I selected the size that I thought would fit, and it does. It's just a smidge tight. If you are in between sizes, I would say go up a size so that you can avoid that tightness around the belly. Velvet is really cool, but it can be unforgiving in some cases because of the way the light hits it. And for me, looking at what I was seeing in the monitor, I wasn't exactly happy with the way they fit. If that's not your journey, then go with your true size. And if you are in between sizes, then go up a size because that way you're going to get the fit that you want. You know, you're going to get a better fit. They do hit a bit long, being 32-inch inseam, so I am wearing them with my tallest heel, and even still they're puddling a little bit on the ground. So if you are short like me, you're going to have them altered. And then, of course, if you're 5'4" on up, then they'll start to fit a little bit better in length. They're actually quite lovely. I do think that they have kind of like a corduroy vibe, but they're not. They're velvet. Really nice pant, especially with the upcoming holiday season. I think that these are really a beautiful way of doing casual dressy for the holidays. There's a lot that you can do with these in a dressier capacity. You could also wear these to work. They would do well in a more casual work environment as well, or in a casual lifestyle. You don't necessarily have to wear them dressed up. I think that you could get away with them for your day-to-day life, but this is one of those pieces that can go elevated a bit and become dressy. By the way, the cardigan that I am wearing with these pants is this green one that you see me wearing right now. This is from Time and True. I absolutely love it. I love, love, love the green. I like the way it looks with the purple. The next piece that I have for you is this free assembly barrel leg jeans. I have them in a size 16. They come in a 26.5-inch inseam, so if you're taller, they're intended to be cropped. The color that I have is warm fudge. There is one other color available. The cost is $27. 98% cotton and 2% spandex is the fabric composition. The ones in brown, which is the warm fudge, that particular colorway is going out of stock really quickly. When I looked, at least in my area, a lot of the sizes were out of stock in the brown. I would quickly move on these if you want them, especially now that they are off of pre-order. You might want to grab these. I have to say that these are really, really nice. I am in love with the barrel jean, guys. You know this probably by now because it gives me some shape. I am very rectangular when you look at me straight on, and the barrel leg jean gives me a bit of shape, and so that's why I really like them. I think that they're very flattering for a rectangular body type. I wear them all the time. I've got those barrel leg jeans from J. Crew Factory that I'm wearing constantly, and now I have a brown pair that I'm going to include in that rotation. I at first thought that they were going to be too long, but once I put them on, they fit really nicely. I like the fact that it's not too terribly exaggerated a barrel, unlike the trousers that have got like a really round shape to them. These are a little bit more subtle. I love the color. It's the color of the season. Brown is the new black, and this color is going to go with everything that I have for the fall and winter. These are really super nice. They are going to be incredibly versatile. I would say run, don't walk to pick these up, especially if you're interested in the brown color. They're a very nice, comfortable pair of jeans, and they are a little bit on the high-waisted side. Love. I can't wait to wear these. The next piece that I have for you is this Time and True mid-rise straight leg jean. I have them in the size 18 short. These do come in lengths, either regular or short. The color is dark wash. There are two other washes available. Both of them look a little bit on the medium or light side. The cost is $19.98. They're made of 93% cotton, 5% polyester, and 2% spandex. They have the polyester included in the pant to help give it a little bit more stretch and comfort, which I agree. I think that these are very, very, very comfortable jeans. They're just really super stretchy. That makes them really nice and comfortable. They are a little bit of a more slim leg. They're not the best jean for my body type, I don't think. I much prefer a wider leg on my jeans because I feel that it balances out my body. I am a bit of a hybrid between a rectangle and an apple body type, and that apple body type then just makes the legs, the skinnier legs, look skinny, and it just makes me look top heavy, which I'm not a fan of. So I much prefer the barrel jean that gives me a little bit more balance between my top and my bottom. But that aside, if you like this style of jean, I say grab these because they are very, very comfortable. And yes, I am venturing into jeans more. Now that I have lost weight, it is turned out that they're not as uncomfortable as they used to be when I was a bit heavier, to where they would bind me on my scars that I've got on my belly. I had an open appendectomy and it left a lot of scars, and jeans were actually quite painful until now. Now that I've dropped a few pounds, I'm feeling a lot more comfortable in jeans, and I think that these are actually quite beautiful. I wish that I had picked up the wider leg though. I think I'm gonna look around and see what Walmart has in Time and True in a wide leg, so that way I can bring them in and try them out for you, see if I really like them. But I do appreciate the fact that these do have inseam length, so if you are shorter, you are going to be able to find a good length for you. And I also appreciate the fact that they've extended this, the different inseam lengths into the bigger sizes. A great pair of jeans if you are looking for something that's going to be a bit comfortable and utilitarian throughout the season. The next piece that I have is this Time and True cotton cord popover shirt. I have it in an extra large. The color I brought in was warm coffee. They've got 3 other colors available. The cost is $17.98. It is made, I think, of 100% cotton. Maybe it has a little bit of spandex. I didn't write it down, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure that it's like a mostly cotton with a slight amount of spandex mix. This is a really cute top. It's a good no-tuck top, I think. I don't think it looks quite right when you tuck it in. It actually looks best when it is left out, and I think that's how it was intended. I like the concept of this particular top. It gives a really strong Ralph Lauren kind of vibe to me. That's what I think when I see this. It's like, wow, you would actually see something like that with Ralph Lauren. It's a really cool idea. It's executed pretty well. What I will say though, on me at any rate, is that I find that it's a little bit tight in the forearms. Usually my shirts are tight in the upper arms, but this one is a little bit tight on the forearms. And I don't know, maybe I got a bad one, I don't know. But I do find that it's a little bit tight here. And it's just a little bit uncomfortable for me. I don't know. I think the shirt itself is too heavy and that bugs me. You know, I'm wearing it and I'm just like pulling at it and it bugs me. But that's just me. If you like this kind of shirt, I say go for it. because again, this has got very heavy Ralph Lauren kind of vibes. That's what it's giving. It's giving Ralph Lauren. And if you can find something that's giving Ralph Lauren at a really great price, then I say go for it, because you could layer underneath this if you wanted to. You could layer a turtleneck underneath it and totally go for that Ralph Lauren vibe. Put a scarf on also with this, and it would look really, really beautiful, especially if you've got a scarf that's got equestrian patterns on it, like horses and bridles and horse bits and things like that. You can definitely take it to the Ralph Lauren domain. It's really quite pretty for what it is. It is corduroy. It's a really fine whale corduroy, but for me, it's just a little bit too stiff. I'm not the biggest fan of it. The last piece that I have is the one that is probably going to be maybe might be most surprising for you. I don't know. I was thinking Ralph Lauren when I saw this. And so let me tell you what I have. I have got this Time and True Faux shearling vest. It comes in sizes small, medium, or large, extra large. So I got the large, extra large. It's in black. They also have it in a tan color. The cost is $27.97. Again, giving heavy duty Ralph Lauren vibes. This is something that you could probably find on the Ralph Lauren site. It's shearling, it's slightly oversized, it's got this westerny poncho kind of vibe going with it. I love the clasp. I think that that's really beautiful. It's got a little bit of faux leather with some hardware. It's a silver clasp. Wish it had been gold, but silver's okay too. It's got this really neat the way that it clicks and it hooks into the D-ring that's on the other side. Yeah. Hardcore Ralph Lauren vibes with this one, and it is very, very cozy. It is very cozy. It is nice and warm. I can go out on a cool to cold night wearing this, and maybe wearing it with like some sweater or some underlayers underneath my clothing, and I would be nice and toasty in it because it really is warm. If you are in a warmer climate and you can't wear a full coat, but you want something that's going to give you some warmth, this is the ticket. It does have a bit of a Western flair, not gonna lie, but I think that it's okay. I feel, again, that this is just giving that Ralph Lauren kind of look and feel. I'm sorry, I can't stop saying that because that's exactly what it reminds me of. And it's cozy, it's warm, it looks good. I would definitely go for it if this is your vibe. If you're looking for that Western flair, if you're looking for something that's gonna keep you nice and warm and toasty, yeah, it's a good one. It really, really is. So moving on to home and holiday. The first holiday piece that I have, let me grab it. First holiday piece that I have got is this little beauty here. Oh my gosh. This one is, I think, going viral. I think it's going viral. It is the My Texas House 24-inch pre-lit tree. It has 300 warm white lights with twinkle feature. It's got this faux woven basket on it. You can decorate it, but I wouldn't. I would light it up and just let her be herself. It moves just like a tree. It really does. And I'm just like beyond fascinated by that. You can adjust the twigs. They are adjustable. They do have a little bit of like memory wire, so you can manipulate them and adjust them as you see fit. I did play with it a little bit and fluffed it out because she got a little flattened in transit. She's going to look beautiful in my house somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where she's going. By the way, this is indoor only. Do not put her outside. It's a beautiful, beautiful holiday accent piece that I think is fantastic. And speaking of, the other holiday piece that I have got for home is this My Texas House 9-foot natural feel Norfolk pine garland. It is so pretty. It is so, so pretty. It is the garland of my dreams that isn't going to shed needles. I have a lot of pine trees around me, and I do forage the pine boughs and things like that people trim and all of that. I'm no shame in my game. I forage them, but they dry out and then they shed needles everywhere, and I end up having to clean up needles and vacuum needles, and it just becomes a real pain in my butt. These have got, similarly to this tree, they have got that real feel pine needle thing, and I am absolutely smitten by them. I got two. I was only going to get one, and I thought, you know what, these are going to go viral, and they are selling out everywhere. So move on these as quickly as you possibly can. For $35, I think it's really good money, because if you're like me, which I'm going to decorate like next week. Next week is Halloween week. I'm decorating my cloffice next week for the holidays. If you're anything like me, who loves to decorate early, because we're probably going to decorate the house shortly thereafter, this type of garland is perfect because you're going to get that natural look and feel, but you don't have to worry about it drying out and shedding needles. I'm just like, I'm so excited about these guys, and I would run, don't walk. I'm not joking. Click on, you know, the little guy here that's showing the garland, because you're gonna want these in your household. I'm putting one up in my mirror over here. One of them is going on the mantle in the living room. I'm just so beyond excited for this garland. I think it's going to be beautiful with some fairy lights kind of woven in. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. So, so pretty. So I will be sure to have these linked. Like I said, everything is going to be linked. Open up the description box. You'll see everything at the top. Make sure you're paying attention for the little window here that's opening for you to shop. Or if you're on a TV, grab your remote, hit the view products, grab your phone, take a picture of that QR code. You'll have everything that's linked in this video in that view. All right, guys. I'm going to leave you with my Walmart haul playlist here so that you can see some of the other stuff that I've gotten from Walmart. Go and check that out. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I truly appreciate it, and I hope to see you in those videos. Bye.